So I feel like a story is needed before we get into this reaction video. So back in early 2020, I discovered a band through Reddit, and that band was Aviations. I decided to make a reaction video to one of their old songs that I already heard, but it was kind of like a re-reaction, just kind of show it off to you guys, this cool prog metal band that I discovered. Later on in the year, the band emailed me with their track Outliers to check it out. I decided to make a video for it, and if you know the channel well enough, it holds the title for like the best song that I've heard on my channel. Like, I am like, I'm like literally speechless. I don't even know what to say. That was one of the greatest things I've ever heard. Outliers is still at the top echelon of best songs that I've heard in my 1,500 videos of doing YouTube reactions, right? So now they've been dropping some new singles off their album. I've enjoyed them all, but this song that we're about to check out, Coma, is almost the same time length as Outliers. So I feel like we're getting a prog epic here. Now, is it going to sound the same? Obviously, I don't know, but I just know Aviations puts out quality music, so I'm expecting a long, emotional, exciting journey here. So let's not dwell with this intro anymore. That's all we need for chit chat. So Aviations, Coma.
Blessed hand, my intent was good. The common thread lies misunderstood.
Ooh, oh. Time to go jazz, okay. Again, Sam is amazing with these videos. Sam is the guitarist, songwriter, also videographer. Ooh, oh. Oh, that's a cool change. Let's go. Love the blue light in this too. Oh, you just screamed. Another piano solo. James crushing it too, man. A lot of stuff going on. King riff. Ooh, the synth is really coming through now. Oh, the lows. Shit. James did the windmills while drumming. All right, all right. Woo. Oh, how many solos, man? Vocal effect here. True. Thought we were going to get a solo. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh, these visuals are gorgeous. The editing is very, very good. blast beats too. Let's go. Love that melody. Ooh, oh. Back to the intro. Oh, there it is. Finally, we have an album. September 1st. Okay. Guys, we have some things to talk about. So let's talk about Aviations, Coma. All right. So I gave the song another listen. I usually don't do that, but there was so much into this track that it was hard to really appreciate it all on first listen, especially having some context with the song Outliers being such a triumphant piece of like musical art. So with Coma being the same length, it's hard to not compare the two. And I'm going to do my best to not compare them both because this track is still very different than Outliers. This track has a lot of pros with it that maybe Outliers didn't really have. They're just different. So I'm going to explain it through the pros and cons. Number one pro about Coma is the fluid songwriting in this track. You can argue Outliers really just felt like 3 chapters in one song. Although I loved it, you know, you can talk about like how the song wasn't very cohesive in that regard, but you know, we have certain criteria when we look at music, certain things like, oh, is this cohesive? Does this work well together? But art is obviously the most subjective thing ever. I don't think there really should be any rules applied to music. Whether the emotions come through, if the artist creating the music captures the same emotions that the listener feels while the artist is trying to express, that to me is what makes good music. So with this song, I really feel the fluid songwriting. This track had like a lot of repeated lyrics. The intro lyrics repeat itself in the middle portion of the song and the ending of the song, making the track really come together. Even the intro piano ended with the same piano melody to end the song. So the songwriting was very fluid. Now, where I'm getting at with what I was originally saying is that, you know, you can argue like this type of songwriting is really good, or the songwriting where it feels like a piece with chapters. They're all good. This is just different than Outliers. I guess that's the point that I'm trying to make. Pro number 2 is that ending. So the song had a lot of things going for it. We got like a heavy moment, we got some nice clean passages, but really it all comes together through that ending. Now, how do you end the song like this? So that's where things can get a little bit like, I think, stressful for the artist, right? You have so many things going on, then how do you end this epic track? Thankfully, the outro was the best part of the song, just like Outliers. Outliers had a lot of good things too, but like the ending, went that blast beat section and that melody, that progression in melody was just beautiful. They kept repeating it, but changing up the drum patterns, right? But it just gave me those chills, which is what I was looking for in this song. It had that little pause break before the attack on blast beats and that melody just soaring through. Beautiful, beautiful outro to a song. And another pro that I have to this is Production, mixing, layering, the attention to detail is just insane. Just like Outliers, there is so much going into this track that on 2 listens, I'm not even close to picking apart everything that was going on. So this song is going to have a lot of replay value. If you're watching this video and this is like your first time watching, like most likely, right? There's a lot going on in this song that you're not going to be picking apart right away. So I suggest listening to the song more and more because the amount of layering going on is just so intricate. I got to listen to it with my proper headphones and enjoy everything. I'm not going to be able to dissect it. I'm just going to say it was there. I heard the details. I need to hear them like fully dissected on repeated listens. Another pro is the variations to the song. Although this song definitely feels like a more complete, cohesive package than Outliers. Outliers had its distinct moments. This song definitely did, but they all kind of fared in the same kind of regard. Like where I'm getting at, we got like the more chuggy moment, we got the more like shreddy moments, but we also got like these little soft passages and piano solo sections, right, to just balance everything out. Where, for example, if I'm going to use my hand to explain it, Outliers was kind of ebbing and flowing between big grand sections and more mellow sections, where this song was a little bit more smooth the whole way through, right? But every section was still distinct. That's what I'm trying to get at. Another pro is that Move On section was something a little bit different that I heard from the band. So most of this track felt like this is really quality Outliers, Aviations, but that Move On section, we're like, move with the build up was a really cool idea, and also the music video captured it really well. Another pro that I have to this is the music video. So Aviations, just like their music, their attention to detail, same thing with the music videos. They are so well thought out. The editing, the way that the music tries to convey the same feelings as the music, or the video captures the same way as the music's trying to capture. God, I'm jumbling up my words, but you guys know what I mean. So it starts off like with the piano before it gets to the full band, and then they switch color palettes when necessary. It just feels like we're watching a band kind of like come full circle the whole way through in this music video. And you know, Sam is the videographer, editor, and it's so well done. Another pro, obviously musicianship is amazing. Like it goes without saying, every member here has chops. They all did really well. Adam, his vocal melodies, I thought were even more enjoyable here than Outliers. I really feel like the vocal performance here really shined. Guitar work was really great. Very intricate, hard to pick apart everything that was going on. James's drumming was also phenomenal too. Werner's bass lines, everything was good. But shout out to the synth. The synth was adding a lot of cool melody to Aviations that I feel like I haven't really heard before. So the synth was really cool touch. Let's move on to the cons. This is just an epic piece of music. Aviations is one of the best prog metal bands, severely underground, but they're still upcoming, right? Seriously, this band needs to be on more people's radars because I feel like prog metal is making a big comeback with bands like Sleep Token and other bands. So I hope Aviations is on people's radars because this is such a stellar track. This is so good. I'm not going to say if it compares to Outliers and which one is better. They're both different. They're both different. So maybe with my rating, it might explain how I feel, but they are both different tracks is what I'm trying to say before I get to my actual rating. So the rating of this song is a 9.5. This is such an amazing piece of music, just like Outliers, just like what Aviations does. So I love this track. I love this video. I'm probably going to enjoy it more on repeated listens because of just the attention to detail. But guys, that is my thoughts on Aviations Coma. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, so comment down below. Spice up my life. Guys, what did you think of this album? It's because they got the album coming out now, finally, right? But what did you think of this epic piece of music? Go support Aviations if you enjoyed this track, okay? Last but not least, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Feel free to leave like enjoyed the video. I've been talking too much. I'm going to end this video, so but on that, thank you for tuning in. Until next time. Peace.